Let us contemplate on sadhana or spiritual practice. Vedanta, as I told you, is a teaching of knowledge, of self-knowledge. The teaching of Vedanta is Tattvam Asi, means that you are. You are that. What is that? That is Brahman, and you is Jiva. Jiva and Brahman, or Jiva and Supreme Consciousness are one. Now people mistake this teaching. So they think that you have to become that. You have to become Brahman. Okay? No. Right? You don't have to become Brahman. You're already Brahman. You have to recognize that. Right? So that is the method of Vedanta. Vedanta means, Veda means, Veda means knowledge. Anta means end. End of knowledge is called Vedanta. Okay? So what is the end of knowledge? You have a knowledge of yourself. I'm not speaking of science, technology, mathematics. So you say, I am body, I am mind, I am so and so, so and so. Actually, this is a erroneous knowledge, wrong knowledge. Whatever you think you are is a wrong knowledge about yourself. Right? The wrong knowledge, when it's corrected, there's an end of wrong knowledge. Okay? Then what about right knowledge? Nothing has to be through right knowledge. Right knowledge shines by itself. When the clouds move, okay, you don't need to hold a torch for the sun. You don't need some other knowledge for the sun. When the wrong knowledge moves, then right understanding, wisdom shines. The self shines. Right? Do you understand? The self is pure awareness. The pure awareness shines. Now people mistake Tattvamasi, thinking that I have to do something. Okay? The doing something is for becoming, but you are being. No, I have to do karma, I have to do bhakti, I have to do kriya, I have to do pranayama, I have to do breathing practice. I have to do something. The doing is always related to becoming. But Vedanta is pointing you to being. Okay. Right? It's you have to become, you are the being, and that being is Brahman. The being is pure consciousness. So your mind is always focused on the object. Okay? It is focused on something outside. What makes you becoming? I want to become something. I want to become. The being, the mind should not focus on anything. It should rest. The mind has to become deeply silent. Okay? Mind can become deeply silent when you close your eyes. The mind is not going outwards. So to do some breathing practice or something, mind becomes silent and inwards. The outer part of the mind. When the outer part of the mind is silent, there's less disturbance in the chitta or subconscious impressions. Let's say it settles down. All of them settle down. Then there can be doubts in the intellect, buddhi, subtle doubts about self. So you have to hold on to a reality that I am Brahman. It's not that I have to become Brahman. I am pure consciousness. And remove all other thoughts with this thought. So when you remove all other thoughts with this thought, in the light of Vedantic teaching, in the light of authentic scriptures, authentic teaching, the intellect also becomes silent. So the mind and intellect and chitta become silent. The ego is actually nothing but a product of wrong understanding about yourself. You are thinking that I am the body, mind, and intellect. But what are you? Nanu, nanembudu, nanalla, ideha, manabuddhi, Nanalla Sachidanandatma Shivananani Shivoham Shivoham Shivoham. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am pure consciousness, witness of the body, mind, intellect. I am pure awareness, which is of the nature of Shiva, auspiciousness. This is the right understanding. So this right understanding you can hold on in your intellect whenever there is thoughts come. Or some thoughts come, you can also understand that these thoughts are nothing but a wave in consciousness. They appear and disappear. They are mithya. They are not real. Atma alone, awareness alone is Satya. With these two understandings, that meditation is not an object-oriented meditation. Okay, that's why it's called nididhyasa. Nidhi means, what is nidhi? It is the wealth. Okay, dhyasa means awareness. It is not meditation. Become aware of the wealth within you, which is Atma. Don't do anything. So Vedanta is pointing out to you that you don't have to become anything to realize God. You are already that. You have to recognize it. Okay. The example given typically is there are 10 people who crossed the river. There's a flood in the river. Then when the person started counting, he only found 9 people. And he started crying, thinking that one person is missing. Then somebody pointed out, no, you are there. You forgot to count yourself. Then he realized himself that he is the 10th person. Okay, now the realization happened within him, like that the intuition happens within you that I am Brahman, I am pure consciousness. Okay, so there's no gain. It's only recognition. For recognition to happen, everything has to be silent. So stop becoming anything. Okay, right? Through body, you do something to become something. Through mind, you do something to become something. Through intellect, you do something to become something. So the meditation or nididhyasa is a process which nididhyasa, definition of nididhyasa is doing nothing, which means stopping physical work. Being nothing, which means not superimposing your identity on the Atma. This is the ego and intellect. Because Atma is not anything which you think of, it's pure awareness. Doing nothing, being nothing, seeking nothing. Oh, no, 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 I'm meditation, I'm seeking enlightenment. The seeking is the ego. Okay. When you realize, when you recognize that you are what you are seeking, then there is no seeking. The seeking is actually seeking to become enlightened is a subtle desire. Because still you are thinking that you are separate from Brahma, separate from consciousness. Now, if you still have that doubt, you get it clarified through your guru or Vedanta teaching. That doubt you get clarified. Because seeking is, I want to become something. Okay, that also has to go. Now there is a seeking for experience. No, no, I want to experience of joy. I want to experience happiness. At least I want to see something light or something coming in front of me. That's also seeking. Okay. So now anything which is coming in front of you or in your mind domain is related to perception, which is called pratyaksha, or mental domain, paroksha, or indirect knowledge. So even if God comes in front of you, it'll come because of the cultural conditioning. Because of the religion, some form of God will come to you. But it's the mental. So now God or divinity is not mind or intellect, it's beyond that. So that you can attain only when there is a stillness, silence. So when the mind is silent, the body is silent, intellect is silent, then what is there? That's pure awareness, consciousness. That is the supreme reality. That's what you are. Everything else can be preparation for that. whether it's karma yoga or bhakti yoga, kriya yoga. But jnana removes the ignorance. And when the ignorance is removed, the intellect becomes silent. And intellect becomes silent, or it's not superimposing anything on the self. Then the self shines its own glory. Self doesn't require any other light to show itself. There's the awareness itself. When the clouds move, the sun shines. The clouds in the mind move, then self shines. There is nothing else required. Nididhyasa is sit in Atmasthiti, be yourself, do nothing, be nothing, seek nothing, and become awareness. It is like waking sleep. The mind is fully active, aware, but you are in you are in a deep sleep state because there are no thoughts. Thoughts are all related. Thoughts, sleep is also there's no thoughts, but mind has gone to dormant. No thoughts. Mind is purely silent. So this state is the state of your own being, your own self. It's called Turiya.